We rarely think about our fingernails until they get in the way. We grab a pair of clippers, bite through the dead keratin, and sweep the scraps into the trash. But if you measure those scraps, you find a biological anomaly. This chart shows average growth rates. Fingernails clock in at 3.47 millimeters per month, while toenails grow at less than half that speed. Look closer, and the speeds vary digit by digit. The middle finger outpaces the pinky, and the dominant hand often grows faster than the other. If the biological blueprints for these digits are identical, why do these tiny keratin factories operate at such different speeds? In 1941, a 32-year-old physician named William B. Bean realized that these discarded clippings were actually a rare deciduous tissue, a material the body continuously creates and sheds that might function as a physical ledger of a person's life. To read that ledger, he started a ritual. On the first day of every month, he etched a microscopic groove into his left thumbnail just above the cuticle. He then tracked exactly how many days it took for that mark to reach the tip of the nail. He repeated this every month for 35 years. By charting the movement of a single thumbnail, Bean was building a physical database of his own biology, observing how a single tissue responded to decades of different environments and events. The engine behind this record is the nail matrix, a hidden cluster of tissue under the base of the nail. It constantly pumps out new alpha-keratin cells, compressing them and pushing them forward to form the hard nail plate we see. The speed of this engine varies by finger, and Bean's data confirmed a consistent winner. The middle finger always grew the fastest. This pattern is a remnant of primate evolution. 55 million years ago, our ancestors transitioned away from claws to these flat nails, which allowed them to grip terminal branches and develop the fine motor skills we use today. But being the longest digit, the middle finger is the most exposed. It is the part of the hand that strikes the physical world most frequently. Every time a finger strikes a surface, the impact stimulates blood flow to the nail bed. That extra blood delivers a surge of oxygen and nutrients to the matrix, which responds by increasing keratin production. We see this clearly when comparing professions. Laborers like carpenters, whose hands are constantly striking wood and gripping tools, have been shown to grow flatter, faster nails than those in sedentary jobs. In an office environment, this lack of impact means the nail matrix receives less stimulation. The result is a slower growth rate and a steeper, more curved nail plate. The speed of our nail growth reflects a direct adaptation to how aggressively we physically interact with the world around us. Beyond physical impact, the nail also acts as a kymograph, a diagnostic ticker tape recording what's happening inside the body. Bean's data shows exactly what happens when the body's internal systems are compromised. In 1950, he contracted a severe case of the mumps, and his thumbnail growth completely stalled. During a major illness, the body diverts resources away from non-essential tissues like the nail matrix to support the immune system. This leaves a physical ridge or a gap in the growth that only recovers as the body returns to health. Conversely, certain states send the matrix into overdrive. Pregnancy can accelerate growth, as can chronic nail biting or the inflammatory response of psoriasis. By reading the nail plate, we are essentially reading a delayed physical printout of the body's internal cardiovascular and immune health. As Bean reached his late 60s, his study revealed one final permanent trend. Looking at the last decade of data, the curve shifts rightward as the days required for growth steadily increase. His daily thumbnail growth dropped from 0.123 millimeters down to 0.095. This deceleration marks the body's metabolic engine winding down. As cellular division and circulation slow with age, the matrix simply cannot produce keratin at the same rate it once did. A clipped nail is a physical timeline, documenting our primate lineage, our daily labor, our internal health, and the steady movement of time.